Right now, March is National Kidney Month, and as we're wrapping it up, we have Dr. Vincent Carcillo joining us this morning to talk a little bit about just how prevalent kidney disease is.
Well, first, thanks for having me. And it's very prevalent, more prevalent than most people think. About 26 million Americans are affected by this.
And now, but who is at risk? What are some of the things you should look for?
The people who are at most risk are people who have diabetes, hypertension. Those are the two most common diseases that relate to cause kidney disease. And so many people have both. And so it's kind of like a 1-2 punch in many people and ends up causing kidney failure.
Now, here locally, we have the Northeast Kidney Foundation. And what are some of the things that they do in the area and offer?
Northeast Kidney Foundation does so much for patients in the community. They provide grants to the patients. They provide free kidney screenings to the community. They actually have a walk coming up on June 23rd in Schenectady at Central Park. And people who want to know more about what the Northeast Kidney Foundation are doing can go to www.healthykidneys.org.
And we'll post all that on the website so you can get some more information. Now, why should people get screened?
People should get screened because this is one of those silent killers that people talk about. Many people don't know they have the disease until it's too late. Sometimes we'll see people in the hospital who didn't know they were sick, and they show up and suddenly they find out they need dialysis.
Are there any symptoms, like early symptoms, that you could check on?
Sometimes people feel like with diabetes and hypertension, there are some symptoms, sometimes frequent urination or headaches, that kind of thing with hypertension. But the best way to know if you're at risk is to get to your primary care doctor and/or get to one of these free screenings that they offer. One of the things that we find in people is protein in the urine, which can be a very early marker of kidney disease.
Okay, and there are treatments, right? I mean, what are some of the treatments available?
Well, early on, there are many treatments. We can treat diabetes, we can treat hypertension, we can keep those things under control so that kidney disease doesn't become advanced quickly.
Okay.
For those people, though, who do have advanced disease that end up needing dialysis, well, they still have options. And one of those options is actually doing dialysis at home, which is something that we've worked very hard to bring to the Capital District.
Okay, and the Northeast Kidney Foundation continues to raise money and continues to raise awareness. So I'm going to post some information about that organization. And thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us this morning and sharing your advice. So get a screening. There's some free screenings coming up. I'll post those as well. All right, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks again for having me.
All right, and we're going to head right on over to